So I thought another, I don't have any personal ghost stories, but I have one thing that I found interesting that I thought would fit here, which is that there is a house that I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with called the Winchester Mystery House. And basically what it is that Sarah Winchester, who was the wife of the firearm magnate William Wirt Winchester, basically, when he died, she inherited his fortune, but she was convinced that all of the ghosts of people who were killed by her husband's rifles were haunting her. And so she decided that, as one does, that she needed to go ahead and buy a mansion, expand on it indefinitely in all sorts of confusing directions, and add a room for every ghost, and stairs that lead to nowhere, and hallways that just are there to confuse and throw off the ghosts.
Sounds like a small business entrepreneur.
Yes. And so yeah. So, I think it's a metaphor.
Right.
I really think it is.
Yes. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I just got a kick out of it. It's a historic house. It's still open today.
So like entrepreneurials that do this in the beginning, it haunts them for quite a while.
Yes. Yeah.
I will say one thing that I found interesting about that house, or like the concept behind it, right, is that if ghosts can move through walls and doors, how are you going to confuse them with the layout of the house?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe her carpenters didn't, don't say anything. She's paying for this. So.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought about the feature of just like, okay, we got this far with the house. What should we do next? Oh, let's just add on this other piece and just kind of keep adding on to it in all kinds of random ways that in retrospect, you would have never done it that way had you planned it out ahead of time. Right. And yeah.
Well, how stoked were you that would you be to be that contractor, right? Like, this lady's batshit crazy, and she has a bunch of money, and she's going to write me a bunch of checks, and I'll just have work forever.
She inherited the equivalent of $542 million in today's dollars. So just to put yourself in that contractor's perspective, just to give you an idea, she even had the foresight to build a floating foundation around it so that when the 1906 earthquake hit, it demolished all these other houses nearby, but she had it built in such a way so that it wasn't actually touching, the foundation wasn't connected, and so it survived this gigantic earthquake.
Wow. So there was something valuable there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The metaphors, I'm on the metaphors now, right?
Right.
I'm on the metaphors to what we see in business, because it's like what you just said, right? How stoked would you be that contractor? That's like the accountant who's totally stoked to work for the company that has way too many subsidiaries. And,
right.
It's like,
or a chart of account like a mile long.
Yeah, we've got this mile long chart of accounts with thousands of accounts, and we're breaking everything out into every possible category, whether it'll ever be used for planning or not.
There's a GL account for every check written.
Yes. Yeah. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work by the hour that we can bill for.
Every one of them needs to be reconciled too.
Exactly. Right.
Well, you can't have any financial problems if you can't understand your financials. So
right. Yes.
That's the answer.
I'm just wondering if the earthquake would have killed the ghost, and she really missed out on an opportunity there to cut out the problem.
Oh, yeah.
If the walls will stop them, I mean, you drop the house around them. I don't know.
So what exactly was the attraction for the ghost? I mean, presumably, because I totally don't believe in this kind of crap.
Right.
Giving them a place to stay.
Well, you mean the attraction to the ghost, like why she thought the ghost would be haunting her?
Yeah, why are they?
Because
they're following her specifically.
Because her husband made the gun that killed them.
Right.
And he's dead now.
Yeah. So all the people that, she never knew but were, either murdered or killed with the Winchester brand rifles or pistols.
And it totally makes sense that a person who was killed by a gun would get upset at the maker, and then therefore his wife once the maker dies.
Right.
Yeah.
In West Virginia, and made the trek to California to haunt this lady.
Yeah, of course.
Listen here.
What else would a ghost do? Yeah. These are 1906 ghosts. They don't have anything else to do.
So I guess, so that would happen no matter where she lived. So, she could try building in a less expensive location than California. Right?
Right. For instance, Nevada.
Right.
Or, not Portland.
Right, exactly.
Oh, yeah. All right. That was great.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah,
Good
just
one.
thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.